How's it going, Aquarius? It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot. Hope you guys are doing great and welcome to the channel, guys. So if you're familiar with my channel, I just really like to just jump into the reading and not waste anybody's time with the big long intro. So I'm going to start shuffling the Witch's Tarot to do a new month read for you guys for May 2020. So I hope you guys have been staying safe and strong. And I really hope that you enjoy this reading and that you find what you came here for. So guys, if you were guided to this video, there's probably something in here, regardless if the entire video resonates with you or not. And I really hope that you enjoy the whole video, but let me know what your favorite card was or is and what resonated with you the most. And take a second to subscribe and definitely tap the notification bell, you guys, because it's really important that my videos come across your timeline so that I can continue to support you on your journey. Okay, so we're going to start pulling cards, and the first one is asking you to take a closer look at this. So we'll pull this card and see what that is that you need to be taking a closer look at. So, wow, okay, so here's the Ace of Pentacles here for you. So there could be new opportunities coming in. So when they arrive, it's really important to give things a proper think, or look at your current state right now and see where it is that you want to go. Ace of Pentacles, and it really does speak of like a almost burgeoning offer coming in from the universe. It's just waiting to come in for you. So you also might want to look at any abundance blocks you might have, and I really want to recommend meditations that remove abundance blocks, and maybe check that out. One of my favorites is Steve Noble, but there's lots of people out there that talk about removing abundance blocks. So if you're like constantly requesting things to come in and it's not arriving, so here's your homework assignment. Start looking at your future, and is it where you want to be going as far as wealth is concerned? If you've been requesting certain amounts of money to come in for you and they're not coming in, start looking at your abundance blocks. So yeah, take a closer look at that. And then the second card is don't worry so much about this. And this is the Queen of Pentacles. It's quite fascinating. So she's extremely goal-oriented, and she likes to really, she's a focused person, you know, and she likes to check things off a list. So maybe you just have to have a different approach to doing things other than what is the tried and true and what other people are doing and what success looks like for other people. You know, so many people talk about how all you have to do is be your authentic self and you will be successful. It's impossible to emulate somebody else's path 100% and to experience the same level of the success that somebody else is having, because that worked for them because of their own vibrational pull, their vibrational attraction. So it's not going to work for you 100%. I think it's great to have people that are role models for you, but if you're trying to follow somebody else's footsteps, like step by step, it's probably not going to serve you. And that could be a bit of the reason why your abundance is not coming in the way that you want it to. So that's really interesting too. And the Queen of Pentacles, she's focused like pretty much beyond all else on her goals. So maybe you need to have a little bit of fun also. Maybe don't grind so hard all the time, because you're not leaving room to breathe, right? You know, even wine needs to breathe. So let's see. This is interesting. Beware of this danger. Oh, fascinating. Very interesting. So we have the Knight of Cups coming in here for you. So, you know, the Knight of Cups, it talks about, you know, a romantic offer. You know, maybe somebody is trying to butter you up for some reason. And this could be especially true if you're starting to amass a fortune, or you're starting to gain some sort of, you know, if you're a social media person or you're starting to have success. People start to crawl out of the woodwork, and they really want to attach themselves to you, and they do it through, you know, what I call the smiling viper You know, they come in and they're all like super sweet to you. And I'm not saying that there's going to be some really genuine people in your life, but you have to give people time to prove who they are to you, especially if you're talking about, you know, protecting your anything, you know, protecting your mental well-being, or, you know, you've got a sizable fortune, or you're working towards a very high level goal. You don't want to be distracted by somebody. So I'm seeing there's somebody kind of a wolf in sheep's clothing coming in for you. So be very careful, be very careful. Like my general rule of thumb with people is like 6 months, you know, before I really just start to really relax around them, because like I've had that where people come in and they're just so false about everything and they make up lies. And I just like, I don't want you guys to be afraid of every single person that comes into your life, but really look at people's motivations. If they start to insinuate themselves into where your bank accounts exist, and maybe somebody is going too fast romantically and trying to move in with you and stuff like that, just be very careful. Be very careful not to be swept away emotionally by somebody. It looks like a bit of a slippery slope there, so just be careful. Like use your head, you know. So let's see. You need to hold on tight to this. So we've got the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands, she's really a protective energy, and she loves to do things for other people. So never lose that, you guys, where you really want to be like taking care of other people and, you know, doing volunteer work for other people. It doesn't matter how successful you get, you should always be giving back. And I love to see where people step in and donate money, like when the Amazon rainforest was burning, and, you know, there's so many people with so much money, they'll never spend it in this lifetime, and they were donating, you know. And this is where, like, it's just the definition of altruism, and you need to just keep that as part of your persona. And the Queen of Wands is just such a high example of, you know, wanting other people to succeed, like almost to a fault. But like, I don't really advocate for that either. You know, you should at least be putting yourself first 50% of the time. So hold on to that too, but never lose that part of you that wants to take care of other people, because, you know, you need people around you to trust and to maybe help you sometimes when, you know, that wolf in sheep's clothing shows up, you know. And everybody, I think, is susceptible to that, because it's so nice to be romanced, like, but be very careful. So let's see what you need to learn to appreciate with the next card. Oh, this is really cool. King of Pentacles. So, like, after the Magician card, I really think that the King of Pentacles is just a really fine example of how you can create your own abundance. And this is something that you need to really focus on, that you can do this. You know, there's plenty of self-made people out in the world. You know, like Oprah Winfrey was fired from her first job, you know. And if you look at how some people, they just kept on going and kept on going and kept on going, and they never faltered. And again, you've got the Queen of Pentacles, and she's very goal-oriented, but because you have the Queen of Wands in here too, you're being asked to mind your family too and your volunteer opportunities. So I'm seeing in here, your cards so far is to really, like, shoot for the most well-rounded person that you could possibly be, but appreciate that you're here to follow your own pursuits. With the King of Pentacles, you've got a lot of major arcana in your cards so far. So this could be a really amazing month. Like May could be the month where you really like fill yourself up with your own power, and learn to appreciate that you can create anything you want. Like, you really are the magician, but to me, this is the magician, but just in a sort of a different role. So let's see what you need to stop pursuing. So this is kind of interesting here. We've got the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles, like, it's the pursuit of higher knowledge. So maybe you need to give that a little bit of a break and start putting everything that you need, that you already have, into practice. I know people can get really swept away into being a professional student, or never really putting everything that they've learned into a practice. So I don't know, maybe you need to step away and stop reading things that are contradictory to each other. And this is really interesting. I'm going to pull a clarifying card on that one, because it kind of makes sense to me, but not really, that you would want to stop learning. So we've got the High Priestess, which is really interesting. So, and the High Priestess is always talking about going out on your own and figuring life out with your intuition. So maybe it is time to step away from the textbook and start following your gut a little bit more with the High Priestess here. You know, and there's something about being book smart, which is great, you know, don't get me wrong, but it's not the only thing. Sometimes life experience is going to be the thing that you need. The High Priestess is just phenomenal in this card. Like, and let's see. Seek this. So you've got the Eight of Swords here. So I'm really, the first thing that came to my mind when I got this card was everything you need is within you already. You know, the Eight of Swords is kind of a tricky card. It's coming up in this position and it's saying like everything you have is already within you, so you can go within. So maybe that's why you're getting this card, that you can stop pursuing higher knowledge, because if you were a little bit more in touch with yourself and doing the meditations and the yoga and the, you know, the law of attraction affirmations and really believing in yourself the way that the King of Pentacles does and the Queen of Pentacles does, and follow your intuition, things will start to crack open for you a little bit more. So I'm seeing that you might be following the path of someone else, that, you know, somebody else is saying, well, you know, you have to get this degree and that degree, and that could be why some of you are turning into a bit of a professional student. But, you know, the universe has what you want. It's on a silver platter waiting to be delivered to you. So it definitely is time to get back in touch with who you really are. And you've got two eights here, guys, with the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. So check out angel numbers 88. They're right beside each other. So in one way, you could really seek your freedom here. And that, I think, is going to be the most important thing, is what is going to set you free. And maybe it's not in the pages of a book or the pages of the internet. And really just step forward on your path here. You've got a lot of power. I really see that you can follow your heart, follow your intuition, and, you know, just understand that everything is going to happen the way that you want it to, especially with the King of Pentacles. Like, if you think of somebody that is self-made, that is the King of Pentacles. So you could do it this month, you guys. Really powerful reading, really powerful cards. So take a chance on yourself this month, you guys, honestly. So I'm going to wrap up the reading, and I hope this was helpful for you guys, and take good care of yourselves. Bye for now. Bye.